What's up everybody? Welcome to my channel Pixel Dab Lab. This is a new channel name and I hope that you guys get used to it. My channel name beforehand was called Hellblazers. Now I decided to go ahead and pivot myself away from that name. I wanted to do something that revolved around what I'm currently doing and what I've been spending a lot of time on. And that is doing pixel art stuff in Minecraft. And I want to make whatever I do for pixel art, I want to turn that into a business, not just a hobby. So I want to be able to have customers, be able to interact with people that want me to build things in their own worlds, other than my own world, because, that's just not enough. I like doing things in my own world, but at the same time, I like to build for other people. But of course, to build for other people, I will need to charge for that to make sure my time is accounted for. And I do all kinds of crazy things when it comes to pixel art stuff. So you guys have seen a few things that have been going on lately. Like I got the Grinch mug, that was from a friend that wanted to have me do a picture of, to create into a photo. So we did that for him. This one is the same friend, but I did this one for his birthday. He loves the Grim Reaper, so I figure I did this one to surprise him. He really enjoyed this one. He loves this one. This one over here is my favorite. Very detailed, very vibrant. Definitely gives a good aesthetic. This was my first one. I'm trying to... I wish I could stop the time in this game, but I can't. So I'll do that for now. But yeah, you got the motorcycle here. That's my first one. It wasn't the best, but I did that without using a grid or anything, so it was definitely more difficult to do. But I somehow managed to get it done. So I am proud of that. Then I did this one without a grid too. After I started getting a grid, I started doing like a lot of different projects, different things. And I've gotten I have the correct apps to be able to do this stuff. I don't have to worry about paying anything for the apps, which is good. So it's all fine and dandy. I've been doing different things. Now, I do want to make this into a business, so of course I take debit and credit card. I do Square Point of Sale. It is an app that allows payment processing. I charge for my effort. Um, and of course I do a half deposit as required, which helps with creating the photo. And of course getting a setup done just in case there's anything else going on. And being able to start up to the work of the half the project. So it covers all that stuff. And then the second payment, once I get halfway, I get a payment for after halfway, like once that first part's done. Then I work on getting the rest of the photo done. So I do require a half deposit. If anyone wants to pay in full, you are able to. I'm not going to stop you. I do have to let people know I do have to take in a Pennsylvania sales tax, which gets remitted back to the state. If I make over $400 in a year, I may have to pay self-employment taxes. So there's that. I want to make this into a business. Hopefully, I can. If anybody wants me to build in their worlds, please let me know. If you want to see any ideas come up in the future for this channel, for like what I want to do in my world or in somebody else's, let me know. I can always come up with something. As far as that stuff goes, I have a lot of projects going on. It's like at one point somebody mentioned, "Oh yeah, how about you do a dragon?" I definitely have a dragon pixel art in the works, and I have a project ready for that. So I will be doing that at some point soon. I think I'll do that after this one. This one right here is going to be a sports car. It'll be in grayscale. I have a red background just for aesthetic reasons. This one right here is Penny. Now, Penny is from the show RWBY, RWBY, so some of you may know her. It's in a niche crowd, but hopefully people know her. It's actually a really good show. I do recommend it. Um, this is the Earthfire Galaxy. I did that one from like a photo that was like a cover on my phone or something or other. I do have more photos as far as that goes, but oh, this one specifically is from somebody that really likes pixel art and wanted to build something in my world. And he loved Mario, so he built this. So appreciate him for doing that. Definitely looks nice. I made these two projects just to, like, not only to test myself, but to see what I can come up with as far as like for people, because I didn't do people before, so I wanted to see how it would turn out. Grayscale turned out amazing. I still have to work with the colors of skin, because skin's not so easy to replicate, so it's a little tougher to pull that up in Minecraft, so please forgive me for that. But other than that, did pretty well. I do have something related with like a president that's very well known. It's John F. Kennedy. So I do want to do that one at some point. Not yet though. It'll come up in the future. And there's like popular presidents, stuff like that. One of the ideas that came around. So I want to do that. I was gonna do something for a local business, but I need to get a photo of the front of that business. I had an idea already set, but they want me to get an actual photo and do something with that, which I still can. I will have to work on that. It's a local bar that's in the area. They're good people, so I'm going to see what I can come up with for them. But yes, if anyone has any ideas, let me know. I can always build something in my world, and if someone wants me to build something in your world, let me know. If you have, and I do discounts for realms too, so if anybody has a realm, let me know. I can get you further pricing on that. Don't forget, different project sizes may have different prices. So the bigger they are, the more expensive it can be. The smaller they are, the cheaper they are. And it's not just because of time, it's also because of quality. I like to make sure that the quality is good when it comes to photos, and the smaller they are, the less of a quality you're going to get. So as you can see, this is a good example. So like, the smaller they are, the more simplistic it can be. It's like this one's very simple. Then you have this one. That one's just manual hand drawing type things. I just kind of did my own thing. And same thing with that. But as you can see, the smaller that they get, the less that you can put in the photo. So not as much can be done. So this is a good example, just like project sizes wise. And of course I did a little imitation of the flag, just for shits and giggles. But yeah, I do take credit cards, I take debit cards, whatever you guys want to do for that. The first half deposit, the required half deposit is non-refundable, which is to make sure I can get my time done, make sure I can spend my time in the project, do what I need to do for that stuff, like setting it up, getting half of the work done, I do all that stuff. And it also covers me making the photo to begin with, to start it as a project. So there's that too. So and I do spend time on that. So yeah, first half of a deposit of like the whole amount. The first half of it is non-refundable. The rest of it can be refundable. And the only way it would be refundable is if like I have to stop the project because of something or other. Like something comes up, I gotta do it later. Like if it gets extended for a period of time, or if it just simply just I do something really stupid and I fuck it up or whatever, like just stupid shit. It's like it depends on what it is. But generally it wouldn't really happen. Refunds aren't really tended to happen unless there was something seriously wrong with the project. And oh, if anyone damages your product, the pixel art, I do repairs for it. I do have to charge for it. It won't be as much though, so I try to cut down on that price. So if anyone does get a pixel art built from me, you will have repairs that can be done on it. So if anyone ever has any questions about repairs and stuff like that, you can always let me know too. I would have people sign a contract when it comes to doing the projects, stating like what I do and all that stuff, like what you expect, like the normal stuff that you'd see. That's just for protection purposes and to make sure that everything that is agreed on is done properly, and make sure people that are thinking they're gonna get scammed, feel you can definitely have the peace of mind knowing that you will not be scammed. It is legit. They're doing everything by the book in the way it's supposed to be done. I may have to charge 6% for sales tax, so be aware of that. That's for Pennsylvania. Thank them. But I do not charge any percentage for processing fees, so you can rest assured you will not be charged for that. Normally it's like 3 or something percent. I'm not really worried about it. Don't worry about it. It's not, you guys don't need to worry. I will never charge that to a customer anyway, so if I make over $400 with this business, like in a year, I would have to pay self-employment taxes. So that's the only other thing I have to watch for. But I mean, I do plan on making more than that, hopefully, in a year. I'd like for this to actually make some decent money. So like, and of course, the bigger the project that it is, the more money that may have to be spent to get it done, as it does take a lot more time, a lot more effort, and of course takes more time on editing the photo, making sure the original photo is good. And usually once after the original photo is done, I'm going to show you nighttime here. What I also do for these photos. So nighttime, I like to make sure the photos can light up. What's going on here? Oh, it's starting to light up. So as you'll see, different blocks will start lighting up throughout the night. And as you can see, I put in these designs later on. So like, I can put lights under wool. That is possible. I mainly work with wool, but sometimes I'll work with other materials in the game. As you can see, I do use glowstone to try to make an aesthetic. Sometimes I'll use redstone to make an aesthetic. So different blocks play a different factor into these projects. I try to light them up as best I can. I don't always light them up. But I do like to use I can always change these at any time. I sometimes use these different blocks, different wool blocks, details, stuff like that. So I do modify them after the original photo is done. If anybody ever has like a request for something, I can do it. Like if you wanted this to be lit up, like the eyes you want it lit up, the handle, I can do that stuff. This was this was based on a real photo. Some of these are AI photos. This one's not. This is a real photo. That's an AI photo. I use AI sometimes to generate pictures. This was AI. The Biden one, that was AI. Even though some of these are AI, I mean, look at this. Even AI sometimes does pretty well. And I'm able to do a really nice picture with it. And of course, I do editing and stuff to make sure the picture does look nice. So I always watch out for errors and stuff. Nothing's going to be perfect. I mean, you can't always expect that. This one was originally an AI photo. I turned this into this. Yeah, a lot of these are like originally AI photos, but that doesn't mean that they can't be a good photo. Like this one, this was originally an AI photo, and I transferred it into this. So there's that. That one was AI. This one was an AI photo, but I ended up being able to transfer it into something more interesting. And this is going to be a grayscale sports car, so that will be really cool when that's said and done. And that's what I'm currently doing. So stay tuned for a reveal on this one. And so what you guys are going to see on the channel, so basically the whole channel is going to be niche around this stuff. So you'll see a lot more pixel art content. As far as for any other games related, I am stopping that content. Live streams might be stopped completely, if not partially. The only time you'll probably see me do live streams now is going to be when I do projects for other people, like if they were actually being built in someone else's world. So yes, I do that. I will do live streams for the pixel art projects as I'm building them. So you'll see that on the channel too. And if I can't do live streams, I can always do video clips, so there's that too. I can just post it as it is. So you'll see stuff off and on here and there, like me doing like different things. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section below. You can contact me at my About page. You'll have my information in there. My email should be there. Please feel free to email me. If my phone number is not there, you can always email and ask me. I can get you that too. And yeah, keep an eye out in my community section for prices, as the prices may change at any given time, with or without notice. If you would be a future, like an upcoming customer, and you're definitely wanting to purchase something and the prices are about to change, I would let you know of the price change if it were to affect you. But most of the time it wouldn't. I would usually hold the previous prices before I update them after a customer. So I do pay attention to that. I'm not going to overcharge anyone. And I do the first half of the project as a non-refundable deposit. The second half is refundable, but only under certain circumstances, whereas if anything was seriously wrong. But most of the time, that will not happen, because I have a very precise method of doing everything. So it's very difficult to mess up this stuff, because I have a full guide that helps me with everything, and it would be extremely difficult to mess that up. So, with that being said, can be refundable, but only under certain circumstances. Like if I were to cancel the project entirely for like one reason or another, I can always hold off half. It depends on the customer. Like if they want me to hold off the other half of the project until like a later time, I can always do that too. I'll just leave like up to half the project being done. I could just come back to it later. Like stuff like that. Like if they want me to do that, or if they want me to keep the amount, that's totally fine too. I don't like to scam people though. That's why I opened the availability for a refund for the second half, just in case something goes on and I have to come back later or something like that. Like it takes a long time in between. Like that happens. So I usually work at one project or two at a time. And these projects take a lot of time. Take a lot of effort to make sure they get done in the game. So I hope this becomes a business. This will become the main content of the channel. There will be pixel art tutorials for smaller projects, such as like this one, or that one, or that one, or little stuff like that one. So you'll see different things come up on the channel. for tutorials for small pixel art projects. And you'll see pixel art shorts to do like reveals on different projects that I've been working on. And sometimes you'll see me like doing advertising for the business, or you'll see like time-lapse videos. I'll do that too. That'll usually become part of a reveal. So yeah, you'll see different things popping up. If anyone has any ideas, you can always let me know. You can go to my About page, you'll find my email, you can always message me there. I do check my emails, so feel free to make sure to do that. And if you need my phone number, please let me know too. I can always get that out there if needed. And that's it. Thank y'all for watching. Oh yeah, channel updates are for Mondays, so keep an eye out for that. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I don't have anything going on, so I won't be posting anything on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Any other days I do post, like tutorial maybe on a Wednesday, Thursday, and on Fridays. Wednesdays and Fridays are tutorials for pixel art. I may or may not post on that day depending on what goes on. A lot of the times I might not have a tutorial going on. I have to plan that ahead of time. So keep an eye out. Content production might be a bit random, but once I get into the groove of things, I will be pretty good. So give me a little extra patience. I do appreciate it. I'm glad for everybody that's been able to jump on this channel for all this time, ever since I started. I'm so glad I have over 1,000 subscribers. I never thought I would reach that in the first place, so that's always cool to have. I do pixel art shorts. You guys will see that too on the channel. You'll see a lot of the pixel art stuff as shorts, and sometimes as video clips, depending what's going on. Or if I'm doing like a build and live stream and chat, I'll do that too. But I won't do that as often. I'll only do that like when I'm building for somebody that is like paying for something to be built. So yeah, keep an eye out for further content. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, that's about it. As far as for Thursdays and Saturdays, that's when I usually will post shorts videos. But keep an eye out, my schedule may change. If anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Thank you for watching. See y'all in the next video. Peace out.